Chris, what's popping? Roscoe and Bopper, I'm right here, bro. What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? Yeah. What's happening with you, man? Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? Good morning, Irish. What's happening, brother? Can everybody hear me? Sabbath the blood. What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? Freya, what's happening? I see you. Put that over here. Droops, dog. What's happening, bro? What's happening with you? You know, I'm in here, man. I'm in here. Thinking about unhooking this camera so I can sit. No, then it won't work right, huh? Damn. Zero com 138 Bloods. What's happening, bro? I see you, man. I just was watching a little video just now. A little mama talking to old boy. Yeah, to the homegirl to the left. Read you Lima Charmers. Let's get them likes up. What's happening? What the likes is looking like? We got 10 people watching. Shabbatha, what's happening? Hey, man, what's up? Y'all know what it is, man. It's Snake Dog 916. Come on. Dirt, where you at, man? Where Dirt at, Roscoe? Dirt up. I just seen he on his Instagram right now. Let me send him the link. Hey, you know, hey, 183rd, we gotta link up and do something, bruh. Where you at, man? You send me links almost every day, bruh. What's happening? I'm trying to work too. You know, I work on Thursdays early, man. Who's this, Dirt? All right, let me see. That's somebody else trying to work. Who that? Dirt better stop playing and slide through. Let me see if I can get Dirt to pull up. Hold on, I'm gonna message him right now. Let me see. He was just on here. Send him, man. Hold on. I'm gonna call him right now on my phone right now. I'm gonna call y'all. Y'all can see. Y'all want to see? You see it? He gonna answer? He might not answer. He up early. He didn't join. Oh, he didn't join. Look. All right. Nate, Dallas 2410, what's up? Hey, 183rd, whenever, bro. What's happening? You can come on the live right now. We could pop. How you let me see. Wanted to invite. Let me see right here. Hold on. There we go. There you go. There go the link right there. Anybody want to tap in? Pull up. Anybody can pull up. Somebody tell Dirt, pull up. You got my microphone in case somebody, my headphones in case somebody come in. Let's talk about loyalty, man. Let's talk about the real, what loyalty really mean, man. Facts. Can y'all hear me? My thing is, like, I believe like a lot of people got what loyalty really is mixed up, in my opinion. You know what I mean? It's just my humble opinion, right? I don't know anything about everything, right? I ain't the best on everything, but, you know, I stand down. I stand 10 toes down, you know. Oh, long journey? Okay. They go to, I think I put the link up there to the StreamYard. I'm going to tell Dirt, pull up. Because I want Dirt to pull up too. I want some other ideas. They go to homie right there. Hold on. There you go to homie 183rd right here. Hold on. Let me add, bruh.
Yep.
What's up with Blood?
What's going on, my brother?
Shit, chilling, top of the morning, brother.
What's good? I don't know. This camera don't work. I don't know how to do the camera on this phone.
Oh, okay, it's good. It's good. Your voices can be heard. You know what I mean? You know, we've been linked up on Instagram for a minute now. We ain't never really tapped in. There goes somebody else too. Who's this? Tommy. Oh, that's the brother Tommy. Okay.
What's up, bro? You know, you talk about loyalty. I had to tap in.
Yeah, you know, I want some more voices on this, man. Hold on, let me tell you.
What up, my brothers?
Yeah, that's Tommy. Tommy, that's 183rd right there.
What's up, bro?
The Luna. You know what I mean? But yeah, like I was saying, like a lot of people got a different idea of what loyalty is. And
loyalty ain't what it used to be.
Right, exactly.
That's the thing.
That's a fact.
So I'm gonna give mine, and then you guys can anybody who chooses to put their input in there, go ahead and do it. Right? In my opinion, my loyalty, I got your back. Period. Whether you right, wrong, or different, but at the same time, I'm loyal to you enough that if you get self-destructive, I'm gonna pull you to the side and be like, bro, I can't fuck with you no more. Stay over here because you ain't gonna kill us both.
Yeah, real talk. I'm on it the same way. That's a fact.
You know what I mean? Don't get it wrong. If this popping, we just gonna pop. Okay. But once we get back to the honeycomb hideout, that's when we need to talk about some stuff.
That's how it used to be. That's how it used to be. It ain't. But see, the problem is you don't know. You could be loyal to somebody now, but that doesn't mean he's gonna be loyal to you. And that's where things kind of get like, damn, bro. I mean, I just did time for you, did time with you. And as soon as you get out before I do, you doing things that you know you ain't supposed to be doing. Going around the girl, going around the family, smutting you up on, with the homeboys or something. You know what I mean? Like, damn, like that's what they do, bro. And that's where it's like, man, I can't believe that I just did that for you. And you turn around, first chance you got, I'm pulling knives out my back.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yep.
Point.
Yeah, loyalty is just a tattoo now.
Yeah, right. Like, okay, so I had somebody hold me down, right? The whole 17 years, right? When I was in the pen. And I get out, and I'm everything, whatever she says, it's a family member. Whatever she says, it's like an angel speaking. I'm like, whatever you need is good. No question. So then it came, after a couple years, it came to where, I got this outside stuff now. And then something happened in her life that was against everything I believe in. And I expressed my opinion, and she turned all the way up saying I was disloyal and everything. So if you know me, all my life, you knew how I was going to react to that. But now I'm disloyal because I reacted how I would always react my whole life. To me, if I'm really being loyalty, then I'm gonna react exactly how I'm supposed to react. I'm not gonna switch up. I'm not gonna act how you think you want me to act. I'm gonna act how they act.
Yeah.
Real talk.
Yeah.
You know, I got homeboys that if we get in the ring, go running with me, booing me up, all the stuff, all the business, but I'm gonna still tell them about themselves if they do some stuff out around.
Yeah, that's for real though. That's for real. If you switch up, if you do one thing one way one day and then do it again a different way the other day, they're gonna be like, oh, this dude ain't keeping it real. This dude ain't 100. But as soon as you do keep that same attitude, that same pattern behavior, people don't know how to act. Yep. They're like, whoa, like because they ain't like that. They don't do that.
And the first thing they say, and I know you know, is you're not in prison no more. You ain't gotta act like that.
Man, like wait a second, but that's who I am though.
Yeah.
But that's who I am. That's me.
Yeah, if I spent 17 and a half years, you spent 25 plus. This ain't an act. This is me.
Facts.
Man.
Facts.
Man.
Like if I had somebody get her, I knew somebody who every day. If you need me, call me. You get arrested for some charges that I would have stabbed you for in prison, right? And you don't understand how just because I'm out, I might not stab you, but we can't associate, period.
Yeah.
But now I'm a bad guy.
Or nah, then they'd be like, somebody who knew you'd be like, damn, you changing up, bro. Like, wait a second. Like, you damned if you do, damned if you don't.
Like, why you ain't stabbing, bro?
Man.
You ain't getting nothing but in the carry on a dope case. But you want me to stab this dude. All right. Yeah. You ain't, I ain't got one JK that out of my door for you. Not even one.
But later on, he'll see him on the street or something. He'll see him someplace, and he don't even like look his way a second time. Like he sees him and looks straight. Like, oh, like, I didn't even see him. I didn't even know he was here. Yeah.
He'll say what's up, nobody will know I spoke to him.
No, that's truth though, right there. Because you're right. He'll say what's up, like, oh man, that's in the past.
Yeah, ain't nobody worried about that.
I grew up. Yeah, exactly. I grew up from that, bro. That's when we was young. It was just last week.
Some people just want to be your friend because you got a rep.
Yeah, that's a fact.
That's true too. That's true too.
Definitely. I've had a couple people that want to talk to me just because of who I am.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
Come on the line, bro. Come on the line, bro.
Shit. Most of the trouble I got into was robbing somebody else.
Hold on.
Man. Hey, what's that saying? I can do bad all by myself. I don't need you. Man.
People actually like me. That's crazy.
Oh, come on the line. All right, that was the homie Dirt calling. Yeah, man. Yeah, you're right. You say you can do bad by yourself?
Yep.
Come on, we all come on, like, and then and people be all you hear a lot of this. Oh, I got you set a wheel fall off, and I'm right. You got a death for me, and I done heard so many fake ass fans out here. I'm like, as soon as this nigga touch your face, you ain't gonna know nothing about this nigga.
Yeah,
they gonna be I'm gonna be on stage or in Pelican Bay somewhere, holy shit, wondering why he ain't getting no money on his foot.
Yep.
Because I lived it.
Yeah.
I know. I had to hustle for everything I had in prison. It was very rare.
But as soon as you get out, what happens as soon as you get out, you see the old homies like, oh man, I was looking you up, I was following you. I was like, man,
I was there for you. I was looking for you, man. Where you been? I thought you was dead.
Yeah. Like it's hard to find somebody in prison.
Man, I done seen, I ain't gonna lie, no less than 10 people that seen me on the streets, like grocery store or whatever, and this first face they see. Oh, Nick, hey, what's up, bro? Oh, now what's up?
Yeah.
Nothing is up, man. Me going over this one, you go over that one. That's what's up.
I tell you what's up. You know what's up.
Yeah, you know what's up. Nigga, you know what you're supposed to do, and you know what you didn't do. So stay over there before I do what I want to do.
Yeah,
that's a fact. And a lot of people want to live off your rep when you in jail. Like they your mans and all that, but they ain't doing nothing for you.
Hey, dog, blood. Hey, I literally ran into a dude in high definition prison, right? I'm on the yard. I'm on a B facility in 1999. And a brother walked up, and somebody told me I was a new dude from the Heights. So I'm like, okay, let's go in there and I'll let this dude. I'm like, what's up, bro? Where you from? Whatever. And he like, oh yeah, I'm just with this person, that person. He's throwing up a lot of the known things to our neighborhood, right? So I'm like, yeah, okay. And then he said, oh yeah, and I used to hang out with Young Nate. I'm like, yeah. I'm like, I know I'm the only Nate from my neighborhood. So I'm like, and on the streets I was just Young Nate, and Young Nate dog yet. So I'm like, what you mean? What's your name you talking about? He like, yeah, brother had the burgundy cutlass and the cream racing stripe. That's my car. So I don't say this to him. I'm like, okay, yeah, where y'all was hanging out at? And he was like, yeah, over there. And he knew spots and all this. And I was like, brother, I'm Nick, nigga.
Yeah.
How the fuck you was hanging out with me, nigga? Oh no! And then it all came out. Oh no, you was coming to see my sister, and I was only like 12, 13. I was in the back row, but I knew who he was, bro.
They want to get famous off your name, but they don't want to do what it takes to be
that work.
Exactly.
Hey.
Nate, they said you echo and they can't hear you that good.
Let me change. Hello? Is that better? Is that better, y'all?
Yeah, it might be an echo because of one of our they're hearing you over our device too.
Is that better? I don't see nobody. Okay, I see you, Joe.
Not yet. I can't hear you. Nate doing period.
Oh, you can't hear Nate doing period? Okay. I hear myself in my headphones.
I hear you.
Yeah, I can hear you too.
Free from Fetters Grove. Hey, you can come on anytime you want, Joe. The link's in roll. No, it's not better. Okay, well, let's do this. All right, can you hear me? No, it's just echoing. Why the fuck is it echoing? Hold on, let me see.
Maybe it could be the mic.
It might be coming through the headphones and the mic.
Well, I'm coming. You're coming through my headphones. I got like 17 different fucking mics. One of these motherfuckers should work. All right. It doesn't. Oh, okay. I see what they mean. I can hear it in my headphones. Either way, y'all can still hear what I'm saying. I'll pause in between talking so people won't hear what I'm saying over somebody else's voice. But like, who's that? Dirty Weather. Oh, okay. Oh, he was trying to get in. I submit him. Dirt, if you there, come back, bro. I missed you, bro. Let me see. But yeah, like I was saying, they wanna claim the fame or claim the hood or whatever, you know what I mean, or act like they was around the cats back in the 90s and the 80s that was really kicking up dust. But they don't want to. But as soon as some stuff pop off, I gotta roll.
How many times though too have you needed somebody or wanted somebody, you know, or they used to call a heart check. Let's check his heart, right? As soon as you check his heart, and all of a sudden he's like, oh yeah, no man, I gotta go help my girl out, or man, I gotta go over here. Mom's is calling, man, I gotta go. Like, man.
Yeah, it ain't no time for
that. Down for the town, and then all of a sudden, as soon as it comes time, you're gone.
Yeah, that's why I don't like to talk my way into stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm a man of action. I'll for a time.
Yeah. That's the first sign you know somebody really ain't into it, because they're talking about it first instead of doing it.
Like, who you trying to convince, me or you?
Right, like Nate said, right, wrong, or indifferent, you get down, I'm with you, I don't care.
Like, bro, you don't need to ask me.
You shouldn't even have to ask. Like, you shouldn't even have to feel you have to ask me. Like, that should just be like automatic. Like, you do you, I'm gonna be right next to you.
Man, I was at the point where I only could pull up. Hey, but they tripping over there. Let's go. Yeah, I don't even need to know who they are, where they at. I'm jumping in, closing the door. Let's go.
That's a fact. None of that.
What do I need to ask you a question about? If you my dude, if you my man, like the homies in New York say, if you my man, it ain't nothing to talk about. Let's go.
That's a fact.
Right? But them dudes want to talk about it, so someone's gonna talk them out of it.
Yeah.
Let's talk about it, so you will talk me out of it.
And that's so prevalent in the penitentiary as well. Be like, hey, bro, man, hey, this dude owe me $2,000, bro. And this is me off top. This is me. I ain't even got me off top. I pull a banger out. What's happening? We getting paid?
or they come and ask you for advice. Hey, man, so and so did this, man. What should I do, man? I feel disrespected. What should I do?
Why are you even talking to me?
Why? You know what I'm saying? You know what to do.
Why are you still? Why did you walk away when he disrespected you?
Yeah, that's the kind of dudes that wait for somebody to hold them back before they jump in.
Right, exactly.
Man, I had a young homie come tell me, hey, bro, this dude for drug debt in prison. He coming out of work at noon. What should we do? I said, I'm gonna get my little canteen. Y'all release is new, right? Yeah. So the alarm's going off until 1, right? There's nothing else to talk about. Like, and look, I ain't gonna lie. It's a lot of my friends from when we were young that stopped hanging around me because of that. But you can't. Like, I even had an uncle take me my baby mom husband beat her up. Hey, ride over here with me to get my son. Okay. I ride over there. The dude opened the door. I automatically whipped out and slapped him with the pistol. My uncle like, hey, what are you doing? Fuck you mean what I'm doing? What are you here for? I mean, that's right. Like, if you wasn't coming for no violence, you could have came by yourself, right?
Real talk.
You want to come and talk about it, then you could have called him on the phone.
I mean, you say you're going to get your son. Okay, maybe I'm a little bit off, but you coming to get your son because this dude is a threat to your son. So, and he opened the door. I'm thinking it's go time.
Let the
I didn't even ask no question. Yeah, I didn't even ask no question. I just got on him immediately, and then I hear my uncle behind me. Wait, stop, wait. Like,
but you're the one that's out of pocket because you still know what you do. But you're out of pocket.
But at the same time, you knew me. That's why you came and got me.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. My family don't come get me unless it's on time. Like, I'm not a talker, so.
Yeah, see, they know that now. They all know that. But see, that's the thing. Is a lot of my uncles, no cap, right, are Cubans. So they got that. Nobody's stupid enough to mess with us attitude, right? So when you pull up with me, you was trying to intimidate that dude. Well, I'm not like bro say. I'm not in the talking.
Yeah.
I ain't. If we here for that work, I'm trying to get me a couple steps in.
That's a fact.
Because you guys both know, you guys both been through the bullshit, right? When your mind is already on go mode,
oh, it's set.
All I want to do, if you on that drone, I don't want to talk about nothing. I want to fight.
Word.
I want to get it popping.
Because you hesitate that one moment, and what happens? You hesitate that one moment,
and you be a victim.
And you'll be like, damn, what the hell did I let him get off first?
Word. Especially a scary nigga.
Yeah.
Scary nigga. Word, them niggas dangerous, dude. Like,
Yeah.
Scary niggas is dangerous.
Yeah. because they're unpredictable. You don't know what they're gonna do. That whole fight or flight thing's gonna kick in, and then you're stuck.
That's a fact. I done seen homies like they got a nigga scared of them every day. You know what I'm saying? And they not scared of this nigga, but they don't know this nigga fear for his life every day. So now you press him, and you thinking, oh, it ain't nothing. I press niggas every day.
Exactly.
And this nigga end up murking you or something.
Because he was scared.
Exactly.
Like him or me.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Someone has the volume up for my mic. I don't know how to do it. Listen, can you guys not hear us at all?
I'm gonna try. I gotta work on that too.
What's that?
No, I said I'm trying not to use too much profanity and stuff.
Oh yeah. That
I gotta practice now. I'm starting to get on this internet.
Right. Oh yeah. That's the you gotta be careful because then they'll demonetize you.
I gotta start learning about that type of stuff. That's a fact.
Yeah, I try to. If you notice, I try to use different words.
Got to switch up the vocab.
Like crack. I ain't dealing with none of that crack. Yeah.
Nah, that's a fact, but that's good. It's good to learn to speak and with different words.
That's a good thing. But yeah, like
they think I'm ignorant everywhere.
But that's okay. We don't wake them up. It's good.
Hey, Nate. Hey, did you see Dirty Weather was saying that the link is gone? Did you try to put it back up?
Yeah, I just reposted it just now.
Okay. Hey, look, man. I'm at this next stop, so I'm gonna have to let y'all go. But hey, it was good tapping in with you, and
and we gonna lock in soon.
We got you, bro. We got you for sure.
All right, brother.
Hey, man. Y'all have a good one, man. Stay loyal to the soil, man. 10 toes down, like you said.
All the time.
That's right. All right now.
All right, brother. Yeah. So hello.
Yeah.
Okay, the echo gone now. That must have been his.
Yeah, that was great. Yeah.
The echo all the way gone.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. We figured out the echo. It was Tommy's phone.
He sounded the best.
He probably had us on the Bluetooth in his van.
You're right.
That's what it was. I bet because now I hear everything extra clear.
You can hear me?
Yeah, I hear you perfect.
Yeah, I hear you perfect too. Yeah,
and no echo. Okay.
Yeah, he said his mic sound the best.
So I'm messing Tommy up when I see him for the record. Everybody knows it. Tommy messed up the live stream. That's my bro. We gonna wrestle. We gonna slap box. We gonna slap box for 4 rounds.
Oh man, I ain't slap box.
Right? That's that real homie stuff.
That's that real homie stuff.
Let's shut up. What's happening? Oh look, Dirt. There go Dirt. What's popping, dog? What's happening? Oh look, Dirt. There go Dirt. Dirty Weather. Dirty Weather. What's up with the kid, man? Wake up. What's up, man? Where you at? The Hyatt Regency?
Shit, look like it up.
Hell yeah. I want to go in that pool. I'm coming. I'm on my way.
Salute.
Hey, that's the homie 183rd right there from New York, Dirt.
What's happening with it?
One of the homies I was telling you about the other day.
Peace.
Now we got to link up with and start collabing and doing stuff with the homies out there.
Yeah, man. For real, on some positive stuff.
Yeah,
we gotta change the narrative, man.
Yeah, we gotta dictate the narrative.
Facts.
Yeah, because other people been dictated.
Real
talk. So when we talking about dictating the narrative, so I get a call last night, right?
Yes, sir.
And from one of the homies, he had another homie on the yard. I mean, on the phone with us that was on the yard.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, you know what? That's a good idea. Hold on, man. I'm about to turn this shit into the Brady Bunch because I know all the homies.
Yeah.
I just started tagging hella.
Oh, you was doing hella homies on the same time.
Hella homies. It was an old Folsom reunion. Old Folsom reunion, and it was some homies. It was at least like 15 homies that was passionate, maybe more. That was passing in and out.
Yeah.
And come to find out, it was a few homies that was in some shit and was having a bad day and all other type of shit. but when they felt that camaraderie, with old school comrades,
right?
And that shit was kind of powerful. I stayed up on the phone till like 2 a.m. talking with Primo. Talking with Primo, and talking with the homie that just got out that did 21 years, and that's on some positive shit. And I was like, you know what? This is some real live shit right here. Watch what we do with it.
Real talk.
What we do with it, because the round table is needed, because a lot of us raised bastards, whether we know it or not. We raised bastards because we was locked up while they was being raised. So it's time for niggas to come together, for dads to come together, and show the youngsters that missing era, because they're the only remnants of our era, which is the last real generation. The only remnants of that is the ones that we taught, like the youngsters that came in where we was already like 29, 30 or something like that, and they was like 18, 19, 20 coming in looking for guidance. So now it's time to use that. It's time to use that same principle out here, because we was how we gonna go from folks in there stabbing motherfucker all this shit for each other, get up off the ground and risk getting shot to go help a motherfucker, then come out here and look at a motherfucker and not even offer him a suit. It don't work like that, because that's not even in our shit. No way.
Perfect.
If I see a homie walking, man, I'm about to bust a bitch in traffic. Get in, nigga.
Perfect example. Perfect example, bro. SS. You know, suicide. Willie Pace, right?
Yep. David Pace's brother.
Yeah, like, so all these dudes, we all grew up together. All the Pace brothers, you know what I mean? We all grew up together in the streets, juvenile, county, prison, all the stuff, right? So, and you know, it's Ryder, right? So, bruh get out, bruh get on dope, bruh start tripping, tweaking shit. He out in the streets, and we done been in riots on the streets, in prison, juvenile, all together. Every time we hit a yard together, we automatically move cellies and move together. It don't matter. It never mattered. You know what I mean? That was my dog. So he out here, and he out in them streets. And I keep going. He in the hood right now, on the levee, over there by the Manors, in the tent.
Yeah, he on the levee.
Right? Man. In the tent, right? But then I have people around me ask me why I keep going out there and finding him. Why I keep going out there. Every couple months, I go out there, take him some clothes, make sure he eating, getting something to eat, make sure he good. You know what I mean? I won't give him no cash because I'm not going to support a drug habit. But this is my dog, and I believe he could come back. So that's that. Like you said, how I'm going to walk in the trenches with you and just say, fuck you, because you made a bad decision.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Excuse my language.
I think we owe it to ourselves and to the struggle that we was a part of, to at least extend what we can. Like, we ain't gonna just turn away. But you're not gonna do the world. You're not gonna do the world, but you're gonna do what you can.
Absolutely.
Because all the older homies that we looked up to inside that had life, a lot of them, when they came home, they reverted back to what they used to do, and they got back on drugs. They ain't going back to jail. They ain't going back to jail, but they didn't found their friend again, unfortunately.
Yeah, and that's crazy, because I've seen a couple like that too. They out here and we, like, you know, like you said, we used to look like this to these dudes.
Yeah.
And then now I see them and I'm like,
they got reacquainted with their partner.
I go through the hood and I see them out there and I'm like, bro, what is you doing, bro? Yeah. At Mama Mark's Park, I pull up at Jimmy's at Four Oaks. They out there. I'm like, I was just at Four Oaks the other day, and this cat, I ain't gonna say his name, but I knew this dude since I was a youngster. And he a tall, light-skinned cat too. I used to want to be like dude. And now I see him and I'm like, you got on some dusty Air Forces. You out here, your hair is all. I'm like, what you doing, bro? Oh, I'm just living on my baby mom couch.
Man.
Bro, you 54 years old. Like, come on, bro. Make a choice. And I ain't telling everybody to get a job. I ain't telling everybody, but make a choice. Do something.
Right.
I think they made their choice when they about like 54 and they still doing
it. Yeah, right?
Yeah. Ain't no turning. You can't come back from that.
Yeah. That's a fact. That's a whole fact. Like,
but a lot of people still in prison in their mind. Like, they body might be free, but their mind is still in prison.
Man, my uncle just went back, man. And I was telling the story about like how this time, like, he had a way of he's slippery. But this time they got his ass, and we had to go snatch up his property, snatch up his cars and shit like that. Yeah. But This is like his 5th time in jail in the last like 2 years. So it's like, I was supposed to feel sorry for you, but shit, brother, at this point in the game, you 60 years old. What the fuck I'm gonna feel sorry for? Because if you get out, you're gonna do the same thing again.
Yeah. Hey, but like Roscoe just said just now, bro, on the thing, you know Roscoe Dirt. Look, no matter how old you are, right? I understand, like, you obviously set in your ways, right? And people say, oh, you set in your ways, you can't teach an old dog new tricks, all that. Bro, I ain't never had a job in my life, man. I came out of prison after 38, man, and created some shit. So I'm gonna say, no matter how old these brothers is, man, if it's time to make a different choice. You're right, they made a choice, but still, you gotta make a different choice, man, or die.
But I gotta say this though. The position that you're speaking from is this.
Yeah.
Have you ever been addicted to drugs?
No.
Exactly.
So we count.
That we're talking about, the people that we're talking about are fighting demons other than themselves. To weed.
Right. Right. And
when you fighting something other than yourself that's bigger than you, and you ain't got God in your life.
Yeah. Right. Hey, I'm kind of biased. Biased. Hey, you're right. Look, I'm biased. I am biased.
Look, I understand why you're biased.
Yeah.
But you gotta understand, people don't get out the pen always with the mind frame that me and you have. Like, I'm gonna make it, or
I'm not biased.
And that's that.
Yeah, I'm not biased on that point. Because that I understand a lot of people don't have that mindset. A lot of people ain't as strong-willed and determined as we were when we hit them bricks. So I'm not biased on that. I'm actually more understanding on that point than I am on the point I'm about to make. When it comes to drugs and addiction, now I understand that it is real because I took a course on it, a college course when I was in Pelican Bay. I took a course on it called Uppers, Downers, and All Arounders. But me, it's like I guess it's just I don't have an addictive personality, so it's hard for me to understand. It's just an understanding thing. It's not a belief thing for me to understand that you can give up everything for a substance.
Yeah, so that's the thing. If you can't understand that, it's hard to understand the mind frame of somebody, because you like this. You a man, I'm a man. You got a dick, I got a dick. I can do it. You can do it too. That's how you. Think,
and that's how I see stuff. But it's not necessarily true, obviously.
Right.
It's obviously not.
Some people are receptive, but they're far few when they fighting a monkey or they got a demon that they trying to exercise from them. It's like, damn, you gotta let them crash and then be there when they crash.
And it's like, me and my wife have had this conversation about addiction, and it's like, especially if I seen you clean, and then I see you go back and you back and forth, you wobble. And I'm like I look at it like you making a conscious choice to do that now.
Yeah.
Like, if you've been clean for 5 years, bro, you ain't did no dope, no nothing, and then you relapse. And I put it in quotes because that's how I feel about it. I'm not banging on nobody that's in their recovery. You know, salute, stay in your recovery, do your thing. I understand the psychology of it. Yeah. Personal opinion is what I'm speaking from here. Yeah. Just like the crazy, like you already know, Dirt, in 183rd, I know you've seen this too in your lifetime. That dude that everybody think is crazy, right? Oh, dude, crazy, man. Dude, burn out, dude. But then he run up on a motherfucker that they know would do something to him, and all of a sudden he ain't acting so crazy no more.
Right. I know a lot of those.
Right? Like, oh, don't mess with him. He crazy. Mm-hmm. Man, dude right there, he crazy? Come on.
I always say I'm crazy too. That's what I always
say. Oh, okay. Well, he ain't no crazier than me, because I'm willing to. Yes, sir.
You know what? I used to just let people call me crazy. They used to say, Dirt, man, you crazy. They used to say it so much, I used to be like, well, shit. And then one day I looked up, I'm like, why the fuck all these years they've been saying I'm crazy?
I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why. Because I'm gonna tell you how my mindset used to be when I heard that. People be like I said, homies used to didn't want to be around me because they know I'm on go time all the time when I was on that lifestyle. Like, anytime it's go. Oh, bro, you crazy, bro. No. And then even in prison, I've told, oh, nigga, I'm not crazy, nigga. You just scary. I'm not crazy. Everything I'm doing, we supposed to be doing. I'm not crazy. I chose a lifestyle. I'm just doing what the hell I'm supposed to be doing according to the lifestyle I chose to live.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Yep. Me seeing some ops. If we ride down the street at 17, Dirt, and we see some cats from Highlands, what are we supposed to do? Keep going?
Nah. Well, it depends on the year.
When I was 17. When I was 17. That's what I'm saying. When I was 17.
The 90s, it was on.
Yeah, them 90s.
Bodies being exchanged.
Yeah, come on, like that. That's and then, but I'm crazy because this has happened to me before. I didn't hopped out. Hey, there they go. You crazy? No, I'm not crazy. You just don't want to do everything that entails living this life.
Facts.
You know what I mean? So make a choice.
It's like on the internet, like civilians, like they think gang members do things they don't understand because they're not supposed to understand because they're not gang members. Like, right. You feel what I'm saying?
Yep. And you're right. They call us crazy because they don't understand it.
Exactly.
They don't understand.
Oh, you doing this over a color? Nah, this is my homie. Like, nothing to do with the color. You feel me?
It's bigger than that. It's big. And when I was a youngster and we was on that page, it was bigger than that. It's like if I don't stop y'all now, y'all just gonna get bigger and better.
Real talk.
We gotta stop y'all now. Y'all started as one street. Now look, we went to prison. I got homies from out there now, so it's like I'm not even on that page. But they started as one street. Now they're a whole real neighborhood. You know what I mean? So it's like, and that's the mentality when I was young.
So look, so that's the mentality, and I'm gonna go parallel with you.
Yep.
I'm gonna go back inside.
Yeah.
What we were taught was that anything that went against the collect, like Sacramento as a whole, because we were one. Anything that went against that, we was attacking. Like if you went against that, we was attacking. That's why Sacramento established themselves as we don't do politics. And then I'm gonna go back a step further. BGF. Anybody that didn't really want to be BGF, they was getting on them too. So now we come back to Sacramento. Anybody that was going against Sacramento, like, because we was preaching togetherness. So anything that was going against togetherness was getting got on. So when Zilla niggas started coming into prison, they represented going against what we already knew. Yeah. And in the beginning, we were confused. We were like, what the hell is this? Who are these dudes? Like, how did it start? We as people that have been in prison for like 7, 8, 9, 10 years already, and this is coming in, we're like, this is entirely new to us.
Right.
So in the beginning, we was clashing. Bam, bam. It was always, it was standoffs. It was times we had to make knives. And at the end of the day, we all homies. So we had to come to some type of understanding. And that's why you see certain yards where we was like, well, look, if it's enough Zilla niggas now to where y'all need to have your own representative head. Yeah. And y'all take care of y'all own, because it's enough of y'all and you guys are a lawless bunch. Y'all take care of y'all
outlaws.
And then y'all, but you still part of Sacramento, but
y'all still from the city.
Take care of y'all because it went against what we already had known.
Yeah, baby, because absolutely. Because you got to remember, we all the view, everybody from Sac. It was the Sac car. Period. You come on, right there behind me on the wall, right here. That's the Sac Hill right there at New Folsom.
New Folsom.
You know, for those who don't know, New Folsom State Prison, level 4. That's the Sac Hill right there. Those bricks you see, that's the Sac Hills right at the other end of that. You know what I mean? So we had our own area. It's not just we got our own car. We got our own area. You know what I mean? We can go to the Blood basketball court, or we can go to the Bay Area basketball court. It don't matter.
We have to fight for that. We have to fight for that.
Of course. Because when I first got to prison, bro, it was a car, but we wasn't respected in certain spots like that.
Nah, because they were trying to make us like we was all part of the LA, like we was part of the LA Blood car, like we was all together. Yeah. And then but before that, it was the BGFs trying to pick off Sacramento homies and bring them home to them. Yeah. So once we decided we're not doing that, but we Blood, so then they tried to absorb us and put us with the LA Bloods. And then a disagreement happened in certain prisons, and we started clashing, and we separated ourselves and established ourselves. But that was not without bloodshed. Better believe.
But I mean, don't get me wrong. I've been in spots where we all popped together. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I have too.
And I've been in spots where, you know, like the biggest separation I've seen. We had the car. It was always it's always been a Sac thing for me. But you know, like the biggest separation I ever saw was when I was in New Folsom, because that's our home base. and it was so many of us there. You know what I mean? So it was like we were so deep, it was crazy. It was no car deeper than ours. You know what I mean? There was people that had people. Y'all had numbers, but y'all wasn't all from the same city. Y'all was just a whole bunch of people together. And then you got to remember, we had all the homies from Modesto, Stockton. Everybody else was considered part of the SAC car.
Yeah, indeed. But picture this. Picture this. When you in a level 4, and then all of a sudden, see, you haven't been to a level 3.
Right.
And that's where you stand to learn to see how the difference, because I'm telling you, after I was done running crazy on level 4s for 8.5 years,
right.
When I got to a level 3, I was mad.
You know about the levels 183rd?
Nah.
Okay, so 4 is max, then 3, 2, 1. It just goes down from there.
Okay.
So 4 is the highest you can go for a main line is 4 out here.
Hey, you want to hear why I was mad?
Why is that?
Because when I got there, these motherfuckers was programming. I'm talking about, it was everything going on. They had options, canned goods, fryers, boom boxes, any type of drug you wanted. Everything. And then they got like program night yard, all this shit. I'm like, man, you motherfuckers was living like this whole time while I was on his level 4s, stabbing shit up, going to the hole every fucking summer in the name of what? And y'all motherfuckers is doing this. And then real quick, I learned that it goes down to level 3 too, as soon as I got there.
Hey, but see, that's what I used to think, right? When I was there, right? Like, and it was part of the psychosis, right?
Yeah.
It's like, I used to think that I'm not going to no level 3. That's the dudes that ain't doing nothing.
Yes.
I'm not, what? I'll never make a level 3. And then I looked at that like a badge of honor. Like, man, I'm a level 4, man.
Yes.
I'm not going to fucking level 3, man. If you made it to level 3, in my opinion, at that time, you're not doing nothing. You're not doing nothing. If I was coming out to York, man, would you just stay in your cell till you made it to level 2, level 3, level 1? Like, how'd that happen? And then I was like, but then later I figured, damn. And now I hear stuff from you like about level 3s, and I hear stories about level 2. I'm like, damn, I wish I would have just been good for a little while. Go down there.
Hey, here's the thing. And this is by the grace of God. I went from a 270 first. I hit Salinas Valley 270 first. I caught an attempted murder on that yard. Went to B yard. Got caught with weapon stock on that yard and got a little baby shoe. And then they sent me to C yard. And then from C yard, I stayed there for like 2 weeks. And they was at war. And then from there, they shot me to D yard.
Right.
So D yard was the 180 yard. And I I hit the pin. I had 59 points. You know, level 3 is 51, right?
Yeah. Or 52 back then. They changed it now, though. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's less. No, you said what it was?
I think it was 52 back then, but it's lower now.
52.
Yeah.
52. Okay, so I hit the pin with 59 points. I didn't make level 3 until 8.5 years had passed. So what that tell you?
Yeah, well, right. I get it. Right. Yeah, because you was screwing up. Like,
and
so.
I was still screwing up. I was just getting lucky.
Getting away with it. Yeah. So that's like me. I'm in reception. 2 weeks into prison. A week and a half into prison. I'm going to the chow hall, getting a fight in the chow hall in the reception center. Because I didn't understand that SAC was all together then. Yeah. And a cat from Oak Park was real reckless with his lips at the table with me. Yeah. And I, Gomo, once again, dumbass Nate, I'm taking off. So I take off on the homie. Cold thing is, we talked later, and I understand that, I understood the rules. That was the first and only time I ever got disciplined in prison. I got to exercise discipline. Homies made me work out with him the whole yard. I had to work out with dude the whole yard and run laps with the same dude I took off on after we came out the hole. And but like the point is, like,
when you used to come out, they used to probably do this to you. If you didn't knock it out on 1 yard, when you come out the next yard, they'd be like this. Well, it'd be like,
yeah, get started. Get started. And then, at first I was like, man, but then the homie Boss Man was there. The homie Big B from Oak Park was there.
Shout out Big B. Shout out Boss Man.
Yeah, shout out the homies. They was like, bruh, we know how you are. We know. Come on, bro. But you got to do the exercise, bro. Because if you don't, it's gonna be bad, bro.
Hey, and that was my first. That was what my first attempt at my attempted murder was about. A homie that didn't want to do his exercise.
Yeah, see, and Big B, like I'm 6'3", 220, right? But these dudes is telling me this. Boss man is like 6'6". Boss man is like 6'6", 275 all muscle. Big B like 3 something, all bulky, looking like a linebacker.
A gorilla.
Yeah, bro. We know you, bro. We know you with the stuff, bro. But you a homie, so we trying to give it to you raw. You gotta do the exercise, bro. And I respect them.
Hey, and these are the same ones that's gonna get on you if you don't.
Yeah, and you think in your head like, damn, do I want to exercise or do I want to fight these big ass gorillas right now? Right?
Real talk.
And I already know, and I know they killers. Like Boss Man was in prison for punching the cat to death. Like I'm like, oh, yeah. I'm like, yeah. And I'm gonna go do this exercise.
I was selling with Little Boss Man too.
Yeah, I was selling with Big Boss, but so I do my exercise, but then I learned that then I go to the counselor to see, when they figure out what prison they're gonna send you to or whatever, right?
Yeah.
As soon as I get in there, like the counselor's like, wait a minute, you got in a fight after being here for 2 weeks? I'm like, yeah. Well, you got the paperwork in front of you. What? This is prison, right? He like, oh,
how old were you?
I was 21. I had just turned 22.
So you was already a grown man.
Yeah. He looked at me. He went just like this. Just the face and everything. I got something for you. And he pulled this paper. He said, you're going to HDSP. I'm like, okay, whatever. I didn't know that they had just opened High Desert. I'm like, what's HDSP? I get back to the yard, and every in my wing, I was in East Wing with the Bulldogs at the time. They had it separated, and I bang on the wall. I'm like, hey, bro, what's HDSP? They're like, oh man, you going to High Desert, bro? And as soon as I got there, it was a war zone. Fresh open, we already know fresh open prison. It's a war zone anyway, especially at 180. Like, cause everybody funking for areas and all this other stuff going on, racial politics. Man, we was funking with the whites from the day I hit the yard.
Man, we was hearing about High Desert.
Man, and the points just went up. I started out with 69. They just went up. I think I made it to like 130. And then by the time I started going down, it was like 2000. I think 2006, 7 when my points started going down. And it was like, I was like, you know what? I'm cool. I'm gonna just sit over here, man. Unless somebody say something to me on the court or it's a riot, a racial riot or something, I'm cool. I don't even want to hear about none of that, man. I just got out to shoot my second shoot, and you dudes, y'all still on the same yard. I done left this prison, did a shoot, went to 2 more prisons, came back to this prison, and you still on the yard.
Man, that's sad. That's sad.
How you still in the same cell too? Oh man, come on, man. Cell waxed up, papers on the floor, all your cell look like it's yours, not just an assigned living environment. What's that? Not really any gangs in England. Oh yeah.
Hey, I just sent the link. I just sent the link to the group I made last night. It's like 50 homies in there. So what we're doing is we trying to get this barbecue in order. We're trying to pick a date.
Wait, you sent a link? You sent a link to them to come on right now?
Yeah.
Okay.
No. It's to come on. They're coming on to the live.
Oh yeah, I just don't want them to get in trouble. Hold on, is this you, bro? Or is this somebody else you posted? Is that you or that's somebody you posted?
Let me see.
No, and I'm talking to Blood.
That ain't me.
No, that 183rd. That's on his channel, on his thing.
You said where?
Is this you or is that somebody you posted?
Oh, nah, that's the little homie and shit. He be spitting and shit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the homies turned up, man, with all this shit.
I see he got the whole mask. He on some ninja stuff.
I told him no violence, but you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna stop him from responding to certain shit. You know what I'm saying?
Fact. We don't, just like on my channel, man, we don't do none of that, but we gonna talk about some real stuff.
That's a fact.
Yeah, I mean, that's what we gonna do. We gonna talk. And Dirt, you missed the part earlier where we was talking about loyalty, bruh. See, that's what it all started out. We was talking about people's definition of loyalty. You know, people's definition of loyalty. And then me and you, we done had a couple conversations and we had to put a couple people on notice that there's a difference to this shit. Like, first and foremost, 183rd, I'm sure you understand this because I'm pretty sure all a cat got to do is tell you he from 183rd and off top, that's your homie.
What's the word? That's a fact.
You know, that's the word off top. So when me and Dirt never ran across each other on the streets. You know what I mean? Because I was a little ahead of him in the age group, and then I was always locked up. You know what I mean? Even though he was out there young.
Hey, let's clarify this. A little. Me and you couldn't even went to high school together.
Nah. Okay, I got a couple years on, bro. Even though he looked older than the kid. You know what I mean? They say prison preserves you. I guess
you in good shape, man. You definitely in good shape.
I'm in good shape. I take care.
Yeah, I see you. Yeah, you stay on you stay putting in that work.
Got to, man. I gotta stay ready. That way I ain't gotta get ready. But like I had to let some people know that no matter what, this is YouTube. I'm doing this to try to help people open up their mind. Real talk. You know what I mean? Open up their blind eye inside their mind, right? But people got to understand, this is my homeboy. My homeboy from my neighborhood. So nothing nobody else talking about don't mean nothing when it comes to me and his relationship, me and his situation, you know? And people don't understand that kind of loyalty. Like, if you come to me and tell me you from the Heights, I don't gotta know you. I don't mean, you know how many people are from my neighborhood from generation to generation and spread across the neighborhood? We're not from just one street.
I can give you an example. A recent example. The homie recently died. Rest in peace, Relly from THV. But he just recently died, and I put rest in peace, Relly, a True Heights villain, right?
Yeah.
But the typo spelled the Heights wrong. They put the I's and the E's wrong, right?
Yeah.
So despite it was a heartfelt post, a girl got on there and she was like, "Man, I'm shaking my head. I'm embarrassed. He spelled the Heights wrong." Shaking my head, right? I was like, hold on. I said, you can check. I said, first of all, yeah, that's cool, all that, but that was a typo. But she went in deep and tried to make jokes, right? So I'm like, okay, run my plates, do that.
Yeah, run my fingers.
She was like, yeah, all that, whatever. Run your plates. I ain't never heard of you. I said, okay, watch this. What's your last name? She told me her last name. I told her whole family. Then I told her my family, and then we found out we was related. I was like, don't play with me, no question.
Wow. And that's
question my gangster.
And that's like right now, right? I done talked to a couple of youngsters, you know what I mean? You know who I'm talking about, but we're not even going to put their name on here. And I done talked to a couple of youngsters, you know, they doing their thing out there in the hood right now. And they never said they haven't heard of me, but they'd be like, bro, where you was at? I said, one dude, I was talking to him, I was like, boop, 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 is your dad, right? He like, yeah. He said, ask him who I am. Ask your dad who I am. Mm-hmm. Like, you're too young to even know who I am. Right. But I'm one of the reasons why you doing whatever you doing right now. I'm one of the reasons. I might not be the reason, but I was in that group. I was in that group why, no cap. I was in that group why them 60s cats never stayed in our neighborhood when they tried to move in.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. A lot of homies don't study where they don't study where they from and what they rep. Like, when I start repping what I rep, like, I tried to study everything I could about it. Like, I want to know what I'm getting into. You feel what I'm saying?
What state you from?
Me, I'm from New York. New York.
New York. Okay, so let me say one thing that I learned about when I went over there. What I learned is that, like, they're like Bloods in New York and Bloods down south, and especially Bloods in Atlanta. Y'all, I mean, we take blood serious, but when y'all take it a little. I mean, I'm gonna just say that y'all take it a little bit more serious as far as like the studying aspect of it.
Yeah.
Like, as Bloods out here, we want to know about our neighborhood. I didn't get to know about Bloods and what it meant to be a real Blood until I got to prison. And then I got around other Bloods. And then I got to see what being a Blood meant to them. Because when I grew up, I mean, we was blooding, but in my city, Bloods kill Bloods. So I was desensitized in that matter. But so So I had partners that was Crips, partners that was Bloods, Russians, Mexicans, and everything, because I understood that this is not fully setting. So then when I got to the pen, and that all the juvenile hall shit started to make sense. Oh, this is what it means to be a Blood. And then when you feel that sense of blood, pride, camaraderie, and they feel the same way about Bloods that you do, then you start to really see it. But somebody that's just been on the like Blood out here in the West, well, not in the West, but I'm gonna say in Sacramento, being a Blood is just regular now, because everything is so cut up and remixed now that just being a Blood is just some regular shit. That's like an add-on to some other shit. You a Blood? Oh, you one of them? But because they'd be like, you a Blood, but what you with that Blood? Like what click you from with that being a Blood? So when you run across somebody like me that says, hey, I'm just a straight up Del Paso Heights Blood, period, uncut. I'm a dinosaur. I'm a dinosaur, period. They don't have no young dudes. They don't have no youngsters. They're far few in between from my neighborhood that just say, I'm from Del Paso Heights Bloods.
Yeah,
they from
I'm
Del
surprised.
Paso Heights, this click.
And the cool part, it ain't even a whole lot from your generation that was doing that. Because I remember, I thought I was one of the dinosaurs that was just shit.
Oh no!
Like, because I ran into homies.
No,
I didn't almost got it.
My generation started it.
Yeah, I almost got into it. From the Manners, little Ugg Mac.
Yeah, Ugg Mac.
Because we was in New Folsom, and he's standing on a yard. We standing on a yard, and I walk up to homies like, I'm me. So they like it's once again it's a new homie on the yard. So I go up to the little Sac Hill to see who this youngster is. Like, what's happening, man? Nate Dogg, where you from, homie? And he like, I'm from the Manners. I'm from Strawberry Manners. Yeah, wow. You mean you from
your era, everybody damn near together.
I'm like, I said, and I looked right at his face. Right? I said, you just heard me say, my name is Nate Dogg from the Heights, right? He like, yeah, but I'm from Strawberry Manners. And I look at him like, because you already know what's going on in my head now, right? So I'm like, so what is you saying? So you have from the Heights? And then, and the homie from the Manners, I think it was Rich. I think Rich was there.
Money Rich?
It was either Rich or it was either Money Rich or another homie from the Manners that knew me. And they already knew where this was about to go. And it was like, Nate, he a youngster, man. They doing it different out there on the streets, man. They mentality. Hey, bro, this the homie Nate, man. The homie, yeah. And then Ugg like relaxed, like, oh, what's up, man? I didn't mean it like that. We be out there funking with L, man. And okay, I don't do none of that. I'm from the Heights, bro. You from the Heights, period. Like, I understand respect. Okay, you repping your block, but I'm from the Heights, bro. I'm not your enemy, man. I'm not your enemy, bro. And I had to learn that.
Hey, you see, I shared it. You see them chat numbers?
Oh, yeah. I see they going up. Oh, you shared it to your thing?
Yeah.
See, now you see in New York, you got homies repping West Coast sets. You got homies repping New Jersey sets. You got homies repping the UB and East Coast sets. And the whole neighborhood, is not one hood, one set. Like, so you could run into 5 homies claiming 5 different sets that all know each other from the same neighborhood.
I can't even imagine that.
Yeah, so that's why we got to study, because like this is important. Like a lot of this is important unless you repping an East Coast blood set. You feel what I'm saying? So I rep Swans. I rep a Cali set. So I want to. So when I run into LA homies, you know what I'm saying, and they ask me certain things, I want to know certain things. They ask me, if you in New York, why in God's name is you repping LA Swan hood? Like, you feel what I'm saying?
You gotta be ready. You gotta be ready to answer them questions.
Yeah. So like my homie, one of my homies from Swan, my big homie from Swan, actually came out in the 90s. You feel what I'm saying? Like a lot of West Coast people who rep West Coast sets in New York.
Right. They
didn't meet they homie. They didn't know they homie. Like they homie wasn't there. They met him over a chat line. So I don't know how they met him. You feel what I'm saying? But like we one of the only sets that our homie was, but that was my best friend. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's how I got down, because he was repping 183rd. We had a crew called Third Pound. So he was repping that, not knowing like he repping the third. That's not really good from where he from. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm like, yo, that was real what he did. So I'm gonna rep his hood. So we was repping each other hood. You feel that's how it started.
And don't get me wrong, most neighborhoods that are started in other states or other cities, other than Los Angeles, most are started from someone who transplanted. You know
exactly.
What I mean?
But in New York, most West Coast sets it's not started like that. Like most of them is on some over the phone, internet, never met your big homie type.
Oh, okay. So the cats never came out there and started it.
Not, for us, the homie did, but for a lot of them, nah.
Oh, okay, okay.
Certain homies, like the homie Brazy, Bounty Hunters, like his homie, he met his homie face to face. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
But a lot of these dudes, man,
they never met nobody from the.
And I ain't here to throw no dirt on nobody.
No, facts.
A lot of people put money on phones and books, and you know that type of thing.
Right.
I will say this. From what it sounds like you guys are a lot more organized than we are in the West. Because in the West, you can go to certain cities and it'll be in disarray. But I can imagine going to your city and shit'll be organized. Y'all probably got people with positions and lieutenants and everything.
Well, that's the East Coast. Yeah, the East Coast Bloods do that. They got generals, lieutenants. Like I try to. That's why I said I study where I'm from, so I don't do the handshake. Like you know what I'm saying. I don't do a lot of things they do over here, and some of them get offended by it. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like I try to stick to a certain code, but this is not LA, so it's not. It can't be exactly the same, but the things I can keep the same, I try to keep the same. You feel what I'm saying?
Okay, let me address a comment real quick. Hey, check this, Lakeisha. We know that Bloods and Crips started in LA. That's why we keep saying that it originated in Los Angeles.
Let me say it too.
But my neighborhood didn't originate in Los Angeles. My neighborhood originated in Sacramento, California.
We are from Del Paso Heights.
Yeah, I'm from Del Paso Heights. My neighborhood originated in my neighborhood. So I understand all respect to all the homies, period, wherever they at. Bloods or Crips, period. It don't matter. Like all salute to everybody that's holding it down in the trenches, man. But that's not what we're talking about. You put it on there 4 or 5 times. So I'm going to give you your shout out. Yeah, it started down there, but my neighborhood started in my neighborhood. That's why I'm not talking about Pomona or Los Angeles. That's why. Because that's not part of my neighborhood.
Right.
So, yeah, I don't know if she's from LA, but a lot of people.
Pomona. Yeah, she's from Pomona.
Oh, a lot of people from New York don't know about like the Sacramento and San Diego. Like they don't know. They think California is, you know what I'm saying? Blood, California. They don't know LA. They don't know that. Like I learned that later. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
Hey, 183rd. Let me say this, and this might help you in as far as like filling in blanks. That replay with you, what you just explained, that happened everywhere. That's not just New York. When Bloods came to Sacramento, they came to Oak Park. And after they came to Oak Park, they spread to all the other hoods in Sacramento. So there was probably a gestation. There probably was a period where we was probably like, well, I ain't gonna say not real Bloods, but we doing what they doing, basically. Until it became personal, and you had to stop thinking about all that prevented you from taking action. Now they shooting at you, so now you gotta do what you gotta do, and it don't matter where it came from because now it's here. That's a fact.
That's a fact.
Yeah. And don't get me wrong, like they say. I mean, I don't really know the full history, but I believe the homies say that 456 Pomona was the first Bloods to come up to Oak Park.
456 Pyru. That was the first.
Yeah, Pyru. And it's a couple of OG homies like Big Ray. They still claim they Pyrus. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And the Pebbles was started by Pyrus.
Then it went to Bloods. They turned.
Then they went to Bloods.
Avenue Bloods.
Yep.
And then it was only right that Bloods spread to the 2 other biggest hoods in Sacramento because they've been at odds anyway. These hoods been at odds anyway, so it was only right. It was just sad that we didn't understand like what it really meant to be a Blood until a lot of us got to the pen because we probably wouldn't have been killing each other at the rate that we was doing it.
Right, and you're right because like I said, I didn't know. All I knew before I got to prison about Bloods was my homies. Like my hood, my neighborhood. I know I knew the history in my neighborhood.
Real talk.
I knew that. But as far as anything that had no cap, anything that had to do with the homies from down south, I ain't know nothing about that. I didn't even realize that their blood was different than our blood up here. You know what I mean? I didn't realize that half of them, like I had a homie.
Hey,
I'm gonna send.
Hey, hold on. I gotta cut you off because this is very, very, very important. 183rd. I have on my live a G homie from Swans. Big bass. He is a G from the Swans. And this is the opportunity. This is an opportunity for you to have to ask anything that you want to ask him right now, because man, I'm like this. Anything that you don't know, anything that I can give you, because you're a homie, you a blood, so automatically I extend that to you. So this homie right now, I ain't gonna say where he's at on vacation, but just know he's on this right here.
I see him right there. Right here. Real blood.
Real Swans.
Yeah,
no doubt. Yeah, I've been going out to the turf and all that. Like I met some Swans out from the turf and all that. But yeah, man, tell a homie I said salute.
Yeah, he see it, he watching.
He watching.
Yeah, he right there. He hear you.
You know the homie Sick Wicked Boo?
Sick Wicked Boo.
Sick Wicked Boo.
Sick Wicked Boo.
Sick Wicked Boo. Hey, that's
coming.
You don't forget.
Hell yeah, that sounds like one of them names like Baby Monster Loke. Like, oh yeah, I remember, bruh. I don't know him, but I know who bruh is.
Yeah, that's the homie. I'll be bickering with. I'll be bickering with the homie.
He say, of course. He say, of course you know him.
Oh, no doubt, no doubt.
89P, of course.
Yeah, you know, when you next time you hit him up or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Tell him. I don't even like to say my blood name on live. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we'll do that another way.
Y'all can link. It's nothing. It's easy. You know what I mean? All he got to do is hit you on Instagram at 183rdBZ. So Instagram. Real easy. Y'all can have them real serious conversations that we won't talk about on live. Like I was saying, what was I saying? I forgot what I was saying. Thanks, Dirk.
Hey man, I had to do that. That was one of them moments, man.
No, that's a good look.
No, that's a real good look. That's a real good look.
Oh, what I was saying. Damn, man, I had a good point too. I don't even know what it was. Somebody had said something, but either way, man, like I said, it's homies all over the world, man. It don't even matter. Like the thing that we trying to me personally, and I know Dirk. And 183rd, obviously, you stay on some positive stuff too. It's showing that homies can be successful as well. You know what I mean? Yeah. And no matter what path they trying to do, we ain't got to keep killing. You know, come on, man. That ain't what it's about no more. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we got a bigger enemy for real.
Yeah, for real, a way bigger enemy.
See, motherfuckers to get backdoored by Corona worrying about.
That's a fact,
right? Cats ain't paying attention to the stuff that's going over to the left because we too focused on what this cat on this block doing. Man, I'm not worried about what nobody on no block doing. I'm not on the block. I mean, don't get me wrong. I go to my hood whenever I feel like it, but I'm not on the block like that.
Yeah, we put in our work. We put in our work already. Man,
yeah, I did mine. You know
it's like little homies want you to put in work for them now.
Yeah, like what?
Hey, but you know something? It's certain areas. I done had conversations with people. It's certain areas where it's reversed. The little homies is so messy that they got the big homies wanting to put in work and come off the shelf because they so messy.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's cool.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I see you. What you say, bro? Name was from Swans?
Oh, that's Big Bass.
Yeah, Bass. I see you on me. Yeah, it's a fact. It's too much, way too much going on, man. You know what I mean? And that's not what we on here for. We just happen to all be bloods, you know what I mean? But we on some like progressive type shit. We on some trying to let these youngsters know that being out there on the block, smacking shit, selling dope, that ain't the answer. That ain't it. Yeah. Because that's what they want us to do. Whoever they may be, whoever you feel like they are, that's what they want us to be. The people that want us to stay thinking like that. I don't think like that. You know what I mean?
So the first thing you want to give them is let them know that give them hope. because it's conditional. It depends on where what area they grew up in. Because some people selling dope is the only answer. Some people selling weed is the only answer.
That's the only answer.
Yeah. I mean, when you're young, you gotta like, but you gotta show like we older, we examples like what they could be.
Yes.
Later, you feel what I'm saying? Because when we was that age, we wasn't trying to hear nobody. I wasn't trying to hear nobody. I thought I was that nigga. You feel?
Oh, we was. What you mean? We was. It wasn't just thought. We was. I wasn't trying to hear nothing from nobody. I had some good examples too in my life. I just didn't want to hear it.
That's a fact.
I became my own worst example.
Man,
doing everything everybody was around me was doing, and then some.
That's a fact. In the 90s too, they don't know, they don't understand the 90s was different, man. Like it'll never be like that again.
Oh no, definitely. I hope not.
Fact.
Yes, sir.
Hey, 183rd. Hey, it's been a pleasure, man. But I gotta go down to this casino and try to break Peppermill real quick.
Here we go. Here we go. All right. You came and smoked your blood.
Salute.
And everybody who on here, wait, before Dirk go, marijuana is legal in California. That's why bro, I ain't trip off bruh smoking, because y'all know that's what Dirk do. That's his get down. But it's legal here in California. I'm not teaching you to break the law.
Like I said, I gotta keep the creative juices flowing.
All right, hey, 183rd. Hey, good looking out for tapping in, bro. Everybody know what it is, man. Stay loyal. Hey, we'll definitely tap in again, bro. Thanks for tapping in on me.
Anytime. Salute.
I'm out of here. Chat. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Go. How I end this shit? How I end it?